You saying Floyd Mayweather?
For sure.
Nah, Logan Paul, 100%. Logan Paul's only lost one fight, and it was against the greatest fighter of all time.
Logan Paul is going to be fighting Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, what do we think about this?
So February's going to be a big month. We've got a big fight and then Clash of Creators as well.
Yeah,
same month.
Clash of Creators.
February 16th.
Wait, before Clash of Creators,
Yeah.
what do you think about the whole Logan Paul fight? Who's your money on? Come on, give us a real answer.
Listen, all right.
You don't have to hurt Floyd's feelings, all right?
If Floyd's going to win, like, it will be, but I can only respect Logan for the hustle of that, you know. I can only respect it, but yeah, Floyd Mayweather.
You saying Floyd Mayweather?
For sure.
Nah, Logan Paul, 100%. Logan Paul's only lost one fight, and it was against the greatest fighter of all time. So there's only going to be... It's just silly if you think about it. No chance of him losing.
Yeah.
No chance. Look at the height of him. Floyd's 50 and he's...
How old? How old? No, how tall is he?
Oh, have you not seen the photo where they're like?
Oh no, it's ridiculous.
It's like big kook, little kook.
It's Don't remember this on CBBC.
Anyway, I think that it's going to be a really interesting one. You know, like I think it's obviously Floyd Mayweather is probably going to win. But what I think, the one fact of this that you can't put past Logan Paul, has Floyd Mayweather ever beat KSI?
No, he hasn't. Exactly.
That beats me.
If you beat knowledge, strength, and integrity, you've got to put respect on that name. Actually, Logan Paul didn't even beat him, did he?
Yeah,
I was a bit confused what I was going to I find it makes me laugh how stupid some people in the world actually are. If they're like, Logan Paul actually thinks he can beat. No, it's a fucking win-win for him.
Yeah.
You lose the fight, you lost against the best boxer potentially to ever live. You land a punch on him, congrats. You landed a punch on the best player to ever live, and you're coming home with a fucking bag.
Fat bag.
If you think Logan Paul is going into there being like, I'm 100% going to beat him, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. It's for money. It's for money.
It is. What annoys me is when people go, oh, why do you even think he stands a chance? Like boxing fans, right? If you got given the opportunity, 30, 40 mil.
I think the only person that I wouldn't fight for that is Khabib. Like, I just couldn't do it.
Oh, fuck Khabib, man.
Wait,
I'll fucking knock him out.
Are you serious?
Mate, I don't know.
That's so easy because Khabib.
I just think he would just snap my neck.
No. He'll put you in a submission. That's fine. You go,
like
Khabib,
that.
choke me. Done.
Where's Khabib? Take my body.
Whereas
Khabib, choke me.
Whereas there's no easy way out for someone like prime Mike Tyson. He's going to box your fucking head off.
I mean, to be
whereas
fair,
Khabib, submission, there's no problem.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's, you know what? Probably would put a dampener on my day if Khabib got us in a submission. You know, wouldn't be me first on me to-do list waking up. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. The second that he puts his arms around my thing, I'm just gonna tap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then that's just a bit peak. But it's a win-win. Like
Exactly.
It's incredible. I can only like.
And it's a lose-lose for Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
How's it a lose-lose? Well, it's a win-lose for he's got more on the line.
He's not.
If Floyd loses,
Floyd's
is
not going to get
loss.
Floyd's not going to get anywhere near as much money as he got for the Pacquiao fight, for the McGregor fight. So it's not going to be one of his biggest paydays, but this is going to be Logan Paul's biggest payday. Like I said,
true.
It's a win-win. If he loses against Mayweather, people aren't going to be like, "Ha, you lost against Floyd Mayweather." It's
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's also a big thing for Logan for mainstream, as in, I think I've listened to Impulsive, he's always talking about movies and stuff. I think this is a really big thing where he'll go very mainstream now.
You know how JJ's gone mainstream and he's kind of probably hit celebrity status?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Sidemen, huge, but none of them are celebrity status in my eyes. But KSI has gone celebrity status because of like music and going on to do different things. I'm just his. Oh, COVID. No, I think that the whole thing, that's probably how Logan's going to transition from one to the other. Like going from YouTube to music is so tough, but trying to take it from one thing where people know you for into a different thing, i.e. sport, boxing, going to different things like acting, music, all that kind of thing. You get so confined.
I really respect the people like JJ, like Logan, where they try to break the boundaries for other people. Like their fight where they two fought, how many more sponsorships and everything coming to YouTube?
How cool is that, though?
Crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's mental. So I feel like that's why I also want Logan Paul to win, because do you realise how sweet it'd be if boxing fans went into meltdown that their greatest fighter to ever live got bet by a YouTuber?
But the reason will be, oh, well, he's like fucking 47, same age as Charlie. So.
For fuck's sake. But talk about like the butterfly effect, yeah? And we were saying like how it all started with like Baker to Joe Weller. And if that never happened, then obviously all this would happen. If JJ lost his first fight against Joe Weller, all of the domino effect from everything that passed on from that, we wouldn't be where we are now. But also think about when you were saying when Logan and JJ like paved the way for other people, the YouTube event which they ran, which was their first fight run by Upload. Think of all the YouTubers that managed to get a chance at that. Like you had Anis and Gibb. Now Anis and Gibb,
you had Hillel Ham fighting in the very first one.
But think about Anis and Gibb, managed to then get on the Sky Sports thing because you get the opportunity to go from there. So just think about like where those people go and do it. I have nothing but admiration and respect for Logan Paul for like how number one his character arc.
Joe Weller lost against KSI and was doing the coverage for the Mike Tyson undercard fight.
Do you think? And I'll pose this question to you: do you think if Joe Weller beat KSI, do you think that Joe Weller would have fought Logan Paul?
No.
Because he's not that character. But that's also the reason why he didn't win. Because I think it was the attitude of JJ just said to himself he couldn't lose. JJ wasn't necessarily a better boxer on pads than what Joe Weller was, but had more fight in him, and then went on to just improve so much. He was better.
So why do you say, let's say Joe Weller does beat him, he had more heart, whatever. Why wouldn't Joe Weller get the Logan Paul fight?
Because
I don't think he wouldn't have strived for it. I think he'd have been happy with that. You see him with his YouTube, you see him with his podcast. If stuff's doing well, it doesn't strive him. He just does what he wants, I guess.
So
think about how JJ and his approach. Like JJ was looking for Russells. Like he would try and instigate like confrontation between that, whereas Joe Weller's not really like that at all.
I think the difference with KSI is he really, really, really wants to be the best, and I think he doesn't have that any barriers in front of him. He thinks that he can do whatever he puts his mind to, whereas I think Joe, I don't know Joe, but from watching him, I feel like he kind of struggles with that a little bit.
I feel like he just wants to do what makes him happy. I feel like he doesn't like pushing himself out of his comfort zone, which is fine.
Yeah, so
everyone's different.
That's the reason we think that he wouldn't have got the fight.
Yeah.
Now, do we think we would like to see Joe Weller versus like anyone else? Would you like to see Joe Weller fight again?
No.
No?
No.
I was going to say Jake Paul there, but then I think Jake Paul's past that.
Absolutely batter him.
Yeah.
Like if he can't, I think that JJ would get obliterated by Jake Paul.
Really?
From his first fight. When JJ was at that first fight. And JJ's improved since that first fight with Joe Weller, as has Jake Paul. Joe Weller definitely hasn't.
Well, I'll put this, why do you think KSI didn't get the Mayweather fight?
Because, number one, I'd say it would be a contract thing, also be a timing thing. I think JJ set out and did what he strived to do when it came to boxing, whereas Logan and Jake Paul are trying to seek something more. It's a money-based kind of thing.
Well, you see Logan Paul for his content. It's not necessarily anything to do with boxing. You've seen him. I don't know if any of you've seen the slap video where he wanted to go. He wanted to go to Russia to face the world slap champion instead of just facing just anyone. He likes to go right to the top. He likes to he did that video as well where he wrestled a bear. He just likes to do something that's like completely out of his comfort zone. I feel like that's one of them things. He's always done that on YouTube.
That's the same as KSI though. So why didn't KSI get the Mayweather fight? Do you think it's because Logan's podcast is more like he gets more mainstream people on?
I think Logan's more extreme than JJ.
I don't think JJ has ever, before any of that talk, had in his mind, I want to fight Floyd Mayweather. I think that's just like such a weird thing to do because I wouldn't think in a million years that Floyd Mayweather would accept a fight for a YouTuber.